up? What up? Mark used to do it. What's up? What's up, everybody? This is the Ring Report. We are back. Another hot take, another hot episode. I am Eric Battle. I am the moderator, the best moderator, the only moderator, the best moderator on any WWE podcast. And I luckily get to be on the best WWE podcast. I got my cousins with me. Yo, we ready. Y'all ready to rock and roll? Carrie, come on, give us all the info. Let them know the lingo. Tell them how they can follow us and do all that good stuff.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another great episode. Shout out to our day oneers. Shout out to all of our new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, join the family. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell all your friends about it. Check us out on all of our platforms. We are the Ring Report podcast on all platforms. For TikTok, we are TRRP0055, I believe. Yes. And make sure you check out our website. We are WWE Shop affiliates. We thank you guys for all of your support. This growth has been crazy, and we are so appreciative of it.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in.
We so appreciate you. Yes, indeedy. Shout out, y'all. We just real quick. Oh, great bitter one. We just crossed over 3,000. We just hit 3,000 subscribers. Talk to the people. Let them know how you feel about it.
Hey, man, I am in awe of the traction that we've been picking up, man. I mean, last week we were together for our first ever collaborative episode, and when it came out, we was comfortable with being at 500. You know, hey, if we get to 500, we good. You know, a week later, we went in the last week, we was at 2.5. Now we at 3,000. I mean, we just thank you guys for liking, clicking, subscribing, telling your mama and them, telling your mamas and them, and your cousins and them. We are greatly humbled and we appreciate your support.
Yes, indeedy. Shout out. Thank you so much for everything. Every click, even the ones who clicked and left, we still appreciate you. We still appreciate you. Old knowledge for one. We're about to get into it. A lot of stuff happened. Money in the Bank happened. You ready to get into it? Got some hot takes tonight.
Yeah, we had a few things spill this weekend that we're going to have a conversation about. But hey, another week in the world of wrestling that we are all tuned in for. Ready to roll.
All tuned in. Listen, y'all know it. Let's get straight into it. We're gonna recap Money in the Bank, but we're gonna start off like how we always start off. We going four horsemen style. Y'all ready to go four horsemen? Y'all ready to get it in? Listen, can we get two claps? And a Ric Flair. Woo! Woo! Listen, we're gonna jump right in. Storm, come on, talk to us. Who you got? Who your four horsemen this week?
I'm going with Rhea Ripley this week. She
Rhea.
mainly because Monday she held it down for R-Truth. She was getting ready to wear the R-Truth gear, and then they for some reason they told her to take it off. Then Saturday at Money in the Bank, she actually did a good job of putting people over because she was the odds-on favorite to get it. Didn't play out that way, so she did a job uplifting everybody. Had a few good spots, took a few good moves. She did her job this weekend, so I got to give it to Rhea Ripley. She was a team player. Who I put her like, I say Arn Anderson. He was a good team player.
Okay. So we got Rhea Ripley. Come on. So that's number one. Carrie, who you got for today?
I got Naomi.
Okay.
I got Naomi. I picked her. Y'all don't recall, viewers, if y'all don't recall, I picked Naomi to win Money in the Bank weeks ago, right around WrestleMania. But she is like what Big E said, like, man, like for her to becoming, like 16 years in the game, and this is like this run right here has been like the best. Like I never liked the glow. I thought that was kind of whack. But this right here is just something she really could get into. And she was working. She's been working. Now I had picked her because of last week, what she did with the spot that she did with Bianca. Like, girl, I like that, like single black female type, that type of psychotic energy that And so, and for her to win Money in the Bank, even better. So she's my pick for this week. I don't really have a comparison for her, you know. I know she may be in a class for herself, so there's that.
Okay. Naomi, Naomi, and I know you keep saying it. You keep saying the whole you don't like the glow joint, but listen, she a 2-time champion in the glow. Now she a 2-time champ,
Mm-hmm.
and she a tag team champion in the glow. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
the glow got it to. I guess you ain't enjoy it, but you know what I mean. But I'll take the glow over. Somebody call your mama. I'll
I'll do.
take that.
Yeah.
Over being
In the
punkadactyls.
work, I
That's
mean,
what I say.
the character she has been, putting in the work and everything. I get it. Just like it seemed like that glow had a limit to it, as
Yeah.
compared to now, to the to the women that are competing now. That glow, she couldn't keep doing it.
And I think she had to do it
That
at the
glow
right
was
time.
lit
I think
though.
this was the right time because she
Hmm.
couldn't do it when she came back because she ain't really had no feud. It had to build, and so this is the right time for her to do that. Oh, great bearded one. What's good, baby? Who you got? Who you got today?
Come on, man. I'm going with Ron Killings. Better
Come
y'all
on, Ron.
known to y'all as R Truth because he took that beat down on main event 2 weeks ago. But last night he may have saved wrestling. You know, come out, bang up his childhood hero John Cena, give him some lefts and some rights, you know, and allow Cody and Jey Uso to win the tag match. So our truth, Ron Killings is gonna be my horseman this week. I don't know who Truth can equate with because you know what? He on a level by himself, and I'm gonna just stick with that.
He is. He definitely on a level by himself. I don't think you could put him in there.
Anyway, and
As
on
was
top of that, especially after what he went through this week, we don't know whether or not the man has a job or he doesn't have a job. But last night, he had a job.
He does. It's been confirmed.
it. All it almost reminds me. This ain't Four Horsemen. Like it almost reminds me when Ted DiBiase and Virgil broke up. And he was beating up on Virgil, and the crowd wanted Virgil to beat Ted DiBiase up so bad, and he finally did it. Y'all remember? He came out there.
But we can't compare. We can't compare Virgil to Ron Truth to the
No,
R Truth.
I just said it reminds me. I just remember because
That should be a short reminder.
no, I'm just saying if you think
He's
about it.
showing up not gonna end up like Virgil, boy.
No, sir.
Virgil,
Virgil's part of NWO. Don't play him. Don't do him.
he took lust. They said they offered that to the Godfather at first, but they wound up giving it to Virgil because he took less money for it.
Virgil said, look, I'm trying to get it out of the mud." They said Virgil was in the streets. Virgil was in the streets.
He was in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Virgil was in the
Virgil didn't
streets.
manage that money right.
Yeah, Virgil was in the streets.
Mm.
So, all right. So we got three. I'm going, man. I listen. That's probably my third time saying this man's name, and when it comes to Four Horsemen, and really,
He
it's
sound
starting
like
to.
he's sick of saying that, boy.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, y'all all took the good ones, and I just was like, man. I mean, you got to say it. Um, all the Seth freaking Rollins, all the monikers, all the gimmicks, the Visionary, the Messiah. I'm Messiah. Well, you're not the Messiah because there's only one.
Okay.
All the gimmicks, the Architect, the Monday. What's the other ones he got? The Beast Slayer and
Monday, the Messiah, the Beast
the
Slayer, the King
the
Slayer.
King Slayer. All these gimmicks you got, and then now you Mr. Money in the Bank again. But I will say I'm giving you the Horseman because it started off. You came to SmackDown and interrupted SmackDown. I think you I think you stomped about 4, 5, 6 people. Everybody head was in position. And then you called your shot. It wasn't a prediction. It was a spoiler. You wound up winning Money in the Bank. You had some help winning it, but hey, at the end of the day, you walk out as the Money in the Bank. Right now, wrestling is on your shoulders. Wrestling is on your shoulders. You trying to take it to new heights or higher heights. So I'm giving it to you. And the person I would probably put it at one point. Wrestling was on Ric Flair's shoulders at one point. It was about Ric Flair. It was about him being a champion from NWA all the way to WWE. So if I'm gonna give it him to remind me of anybody, it'll be the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Y'all,
Mm.
that is our four horsemen. We got Seth Rollins. We have Naomi. We have Rhea Ripley, and we have
Our
what the
truth.
names? R Truth, Ron Killings, Ron Killings. Y'all, that's our four horsemen. We want to know what your four horsemen is. Who you got for this past week? Lot happened. I know we probably missed something. Lot happened. Lot encouraging. So we can ready to move on. But that's our four horsemen. Now let's get two claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! 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 All right, sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Got your Jay Lethal on for a second?
I did because it's just what he said.
Don't start that. And don't you start that with me.
don't you start that. I'm a nature boy. Man, that's me. Anyway,
Oh my God, oh my
that
God.
clip, that clip, literally, though, that clip is funny. I watch that often because
Is
he
that big
I watch it
man?
riding and styling.
Oh, that clip is funny.
There's only one who can ride Space Mountain. Boy, listen, he go in on that zone, boy. But y'all, Money in the Bank, y'all, Money in the Bank. What's up? Money in the Bank just happened. Money in the Bank, Worlds Collide. We'll talk about Money in the Bank. No, matter of fact, let's start with Worlds Collide. Let's do that. We're gonna do Worlds Collide. Storm Worlds Collide just happened. We had a couple of interesting matches. The AAA, some of their champions and some of their hot wrestlers took the stage, and so they had the pay-per-view. Everybody was in California, had a couple matches taking place. So one of the matches that took place was that fatal four-way match, right? That fatal four-way match took place, and so that went down. It was the boy from NXT, Evans, right?
Javon Evans,
Jay
Ethan
Evans.
Page.
Yep. Talk us through it. Talk us through it.
I got you. Because this whole thing is a little bit like it was confusing because how AAA do things and how WWE do things are two completely different things. Like it's crazy. It was interesting to see how they get down in AAA, but they had a lot of friendly competition. There was no heat on anything. Like you know what I mean? Like it was
He was
more
in there
like a
shaking.
camaraderie thing.
He was in there shaking hands.
Oh yes, Lord. I mean
Mm-hmm.
the whole match. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Every time they switched on tag somebody, it was a hand being shook. And then
shaking hands.
I just didn't understand it. So you had a lot of high flying, a lot of luchador moves, but yes, it was Ethan Page, Javon Evans, Ray Phoenix, and Laredo Kid. Laredo Kid is the AAA wrestler out of the group. He actually blended in real well with everybody, and the spots was on point. Javon Evans caught flight off the top rope a few times. Ray Phoenix did his thing. What's the move he do when he run across the rope and kick somebody in the face?
Yeah, I know
The
what you're talking
goodbye
about, but I don't know.
amigo.
I don't know the name
I
of it.
think
But
they
I know
call it
exactly what
the.
you're talking about.
I think he called it the goodbye amigo.
Mm.
That was a. But the thing that messed me up out the whole thing is Conan. I love him to death. He's been with us since the NWO, since the LWO. You know what I mean? Like he's been in there for a minute, but I was wondering what happened to him. Now I'm not no more. Like he's been in AAA commentating. He's now like JR. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
is it?
it's yeah, he's pulling that JR move. But he's a little bit quiet. Like I had to lean to hear what he was saying a few times. Like I had to turn the TV up
Mm.
just to hear what he was saying. But Corey Graves helped him through, got him through. You
Of
know what I
course,
mean?
of course.
Corey Graves learned a few moves because there was a few moves I didn't even know the name to that Conan smartened everybody up on. Corey Graves got educated in there.
Mm.
But like Triple S said in the press conference, it was interesting to see how they do things. Rey Mysterio kicked off the show, but it
Okay,
was a good four set of matches. Stephanie procured and her partner did the Devil's Kiss together.
okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep, that is.
Few
Man, at,
highlights.
at some point, I mean, the people love that move. At some point, look, it getting too sexual for me at this point. I don't know. I don't, man,
Now,
man.
now the part that I just can't let go is the iguana dude. Like
Now I heard
he
about him. I
literally
heard about him.
He literally put a stuffed iguana on his hand and bit the other guy's hand and did a top rope move like the iguana did the move, and the crowd actually played to it like the
They
iguana
loved it.
did the move.
They loved it.
Man, look, old buddy from the LWO grabbed the iguana off the side of the ring and started stomping that thing. That boy got booed so loud. You would have thought he crossed somebody. And all he did was stomp the iguana 2 times. That's it. I'm like, I can't.
But
And Triple H talking about something. Maybe we can make some money off this iguana thing. I'm like, no,
nah,
we
I'm
can't.
afraid
No,
we're
no,
not gonna happen.
No.
They might.
don't do
Yeah,
it. They
WWE
might
can turn
do
something around every time.
it. Don't do it. Don't do
But
it. I mean,
that's going on.
but also too, I see, which is real quick, that the Chad Gable match with the Triple H. I heard
Black
that right
Kingo.
now. What's his name?
Black Kingo.
Yes, I heard that was a very good match and is in running for match of the year already.
Oh, it
Okay.
was. It was on point. All spots. I'm just trying to figure out how he did that match and then swarmed to Money in the Bank. It's unbelievable.
Because it wasn't him.
They were running on fumes. Oh, that's their way of proving it's not the same person.
Yeah, that it won't him. Yeah, that won't him. Ain't that right, Carrie? It's two different people, ain't
Yep.
it?
It
except,
is.
except he borrowing Chad Gable's boots.
I know. I mean, Chad Gate was a team player. I don't know what y'all talking about.
He didn't borrow the boots left. He borrowed the
He saw,
trunks.
yeah, no, he saw the internet getting on him. Yeah, he
At least
messed
Yeah,
up
he brought
his
his own
I
boots this time.
yeah.
think
But I will say the AAA champion, man, that boy is a high flyer now. Then
Oh
I
yes,
see him do
sir.
some moves. I see him do some moves and some clips, and I was like, my gracious, and hitting them too, hitting them, hitting them. So
Another
I
spot
mean,
tonight, the spill is over. Is Dominic Mysterio issued a challenge to Pentagon
Octagon,
Jr.
Pentagon Jr.
at Money in the Bank. I don't know why, other than they brought up the fact that he idolized Rey Mysterio growing up. I think that's the only beat Dominic Mysterio had.
Lord. He said you idolized the deadbeat.
Yeah, brought it over to Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he is so
He brought it over there. He said, you know what? We gonna settle this at Money in the Bank. And you know what else? I'm gonna make sure this is on the line. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Did he
But he
beat
did.
him?
He won.
Well, that's listen. Since we're here, we might as well go to Money in the Bank,
I'm on segue.
and
I'm on
we can
segue.
buy a good segue, great segue. As a matter of fact, we can actually talk about that match since we're here. Dominic Dominic challenge Pentagon
He was
Jr.
right. It is
It's
Octagon Jr.
Octagon.
You were
Okay,
right.
okay,
He
no,
is
okay.
right.
I'm about to say
He's right.
I know a little bit. I do my
There's
little
too
research.
many. There's,
I
hey,
was
look,
listening.
there's too many juniors over there. Triple A play.
So Dominic Mysterio takes on Octagon. Octagon comes out. The match didn't last long. Dominic gets the pin, but still, it was some moves happened. Octagon got a couple of spots, but Dominic came out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let's talk about it for a little bit. Oh, Great Bearded One. Dominic like a pro. He looked like a pro in the ring.
Hey
Like
man,
I am from selling matches, from helping people get moves over, from knowing when to slow down, knowing when to speed up, knowing when to take in the crowd. Like listen, Dominic is, even though he talk about his deadbeat father, he's jib off the old block.
I'm gonna say this, man. He's come a long way. You know, you talk about Dom from 5, 6 years ago, and he looked like this little kid that just graduated high school, that's in the ring. He don't belong around these superstars. Man, he's made me a believer, you
Yeah.
know. And he used to get all the heat because of what he used to say about his dad. Everybody loved his dad, but you know what? I ain't a fan of his dad, so I'm rocking with Dom.
Right up your alley, huh?
Right up my
Right.
alley. Hey,
Right.
so Dom is doing his thing, and I can only applaud the young man for the work he's putting in. And
Yeah.
I remember seeing a couple of you know, top 10 list under 25 or 30 or whatever it was, and he was at the top of the list, and I was like, Dominic Mysterio?
Yeah.
Are we talking about the same guy? And like, you know,
Mm.
6, 8 months later, I'm like, okay, I can see that. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, Dom is flourishing right now, and I am a fan of what he's putting out.
Mm.
So, and realistically, the Judgment Day story, really, Dom has been the consistent face in the Judgment Day for real. If we want to put it out there, and he's the Intercontinental Champion, which shows that the company trusts him.
Yeah.
Y'all remember, Storm? You remember at one point, Dom could not get a word out when it came to every time he get ready to open his mouth.
Ooh,
Oh my
That's how
goodness, he
much.
couldn't get a word.
That's how much heat that boy had. He had a lot of heat with him, man. You can't turn on Rey Mysterio and think it's gonna be good. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like
Definitely can't turn
that
on
is pretty.
mommy.
You got to look at it. Now the mommy situation just was what it was, but he was getting booed to the point where he couldn't speak from the time he kicked
I mean,
Ray and the time he kicked Edge.
yeah,
And it was just my man lost one of his Yeezys kicking Edge. You know what
crazy.
I mean?
Jeez.
That joint came right off.
Good Lord.
But yes, he has climbed up tremendously,
Mm-hmm.
and he's done leaps and bounds from because in the beginning, whether people know it or not, Rhea had to make sure he stayed focused on his character because he kept trying to break character. Like he really didn't want to do his father like that. But this was the only way they could get you from being Rey Mysterio's son. Like beforehand, you was just Rey's son.
Yeah,
And the match last night proved that he's got the ability to run and be a single star on his own without a faction. It just depends on how you go about it. But yeah, last night the match that he had with Octagon Jr. was flawless. There was no botches, no mistakes, no mistiming. It was one stutter step. But other than that, everything was flawless. It was Gucci.
Trey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I when I what I'm saying, kind of look back and watch the match, I'm looking like, okay, like Dom is a superstar. Like there is at one point I can see the belt, one of those belts around his waist
He got the IC belt. He the greatest Intercontinental Champion
already,
already. Oh,
already.
already.
So once you win the Intercontinental Championship, the next move is a championship.
I can see maybe
Now,
the
he's got past Gunther. We all know how many days Gunther held the belt.
Mhm.
He's got to pass him. And he's like, I'm not even gonna say he got to shoot for honky tonk man numbers.
And
It's a
now
lot of
I'm not saying I don't think he's gonna get 660. I don't even think that's gonna happen. But even if he doesn't carry that belt enough, there's going to be a point in time where he's going to be getting challenging for. There's going to be that segment at some point going to be squared around him.
Yeah.
Whatever they're doing with Judgment Day, at the end of the day, he's going to be the one standing.
Hmm. I
for
agree.
sure.
That's my call.
I agree.
I believe
You
that.
got to deal with Finn first.
Yeah, and I think they setting that up perfectly.
Yeah.
That's going to be a match.
Yeah.
They setting that up perfectly.
They already
Carry
started.
Dom is a superstar. Talk to her. He's a superstar.
Yeah, well, first I can go right back to WrestleMania, the pop that he got when
Yeah.
he won. Like you can even see Wade Barrett like standing up cheering for him, like as he's on commentary. Like like people, even if he's still a heel and he's like still not necessarily hated, but it's like people are getting behind him. Hey, that's my people's right there. I like me some Dominic Mysterio. He's come a long way, and I'm with Dwayne on this. Like years ago when he, short hair and he was teaming up with his dad, I used to be like, I don't know, that ain't it, bro. But
He
man,
couldn't. He
getting beat
couldn't
up,
kick Edge right.
getting beat up by the Usos. I mean, come on. I mean, I
He
mean,
grew the dirty
he
Sanchez. He grew the dirty Sanchez.
He did. He
Now they
did.
love
And he lost some weight too.
Yeah.
Lost some weight because he
Mm-hmm.
was a little chubby. Lost some weight. Got the long hair. He just, Rhea Ripley, with him teaming with her, getting that dark side. Man,
Mm-hmm.
it turned out now he winning. Now he winning matches. Because at one point that boy was not winning matches. He took his lumps. Shout
Yeah.
out to you, Dom. Now but y'all, the show opens up with the women's match, right? It opens up with the women's match, Money in the Bank, and we had all six players in the ring. Great match. They had some of the new arrivals to the main roster in the match. They mixed in with some of the vets. Kind of worked out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It was
Rhea
three
took.
and
Uh,
three.
go ahead, Kerry. What you saying?
3 and 3, wasn't it? Like
Yep.
three,
Yep.
and
Three and three.
three
Yep.
vets, three rookies. Yeah,
Yep. And then because like
there's no
Storm said that Rhea helped a lot of the young, like she, because that one spot with the ladder was kind of, they was trying to close a ladder on her and it wouldn't close and they got stuck here. And
Mhm.
she laid there like trying to help them coach through it.
wonder.
Right. And so she did some stuff, and she even took that move they do with the on the ladder,
no.
she took that move too
What's it
as
called?
well.
The
And
Devil's
so
Kiss.
yeah, that's it, the devil's kiss. She climbed on the ladder for it. I saw you, Rhea. You
No,
climbed on the ladder.
no
Yep,
bread,
she
no
did.
Mhm.
water, just me.
Oh, you sound like a dirty
but
horse. Yeah.
but y'all, at the end of the match, winner. All four of us picked it. We picked Naomi. Naomi, caution tape, is the winner. She grabs the Money in the Bank contract. She has missed Money in the Bank for the season.
Yes.
It's gonna be interesting.
Wow. Carrie, you saw this a long time ago. I think before we even had Money in the Bank, and you saw it, you felt like she was going to be the one who wins Money in the Bank a while ago.
When they started changing, when they changed her character into this heel, I mean, it looks like they're trying to give her the opportunity to be one of the top heels in the industry, because who's doing that type of, like psychotic type, character? Like, she's like crying on a dime. Like, what is happening? And I just think they are rewarding her with all the work that she's been putting in, and she got. I mean, for it to be 16 years, she's got. This is, to me, is her best friend also, and I'm looking forward to see who. I think she's going to cash it in. I know we probably get to that a little bit later, so I'll save that for later. But I this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. She did a thing with that.
Yeah, Storm from the walkout to going to TNA, coming
Mhm.
back, coming back, and getting into the Royal Rumble, not winning that, kind of waiting her turn, allowing Jade to get the spotlight, turn this whole thing around. And now this moment as Naomi has this Money in the Bank contract. What does this solidify for her right now? Like, what does this mean?
She's been to the mountaintop. The only thing that's going to change is the name of the title that she's going to win, whichever
Mm.
one she chooses to shoot for. But she's done had custom championships. She's been at the mountaintop. The problem was they didn't give her a long enough run when she was at the top. Second time, it was kind of her fault because she did customize the women's title without permission. And Vince don't like when you try to be somebody other than what he wants you to be. So I think that's what cost her the first time.
What did she do?
When she went in when she was doing the glow thing, she went and put LEDs on the women's championship, SmackDown championship. You can go Google it. And then on Total Divas they dug more in depth.
Okay.
She kept trying to hide the belt. Like when she went through Gorilla, she wouldn't cut the LEDs on until she hit the stage, and then she cut the LEDs on. And then when she came back, Vince was like from the corner, and that
Mm,
was just the drama over there. But
remember that.
this time around,
So
let's see
glad
if
we ain't got to
she's
deal with
going to
Vince.
do it. This time around, let's see if she can make the most of the championship that she's already already had, because this is going to make her a 3-time champion.
Oh, so oh, Great Britain one. This run right now, this run that Naomi's on. Why is this right? This run right now. Why is this taking her to where she's going right now? This run is different.
It's different because of the beef that she's got going on with Jade and Bianca. I mean, I listened to her last night on the post game. She was like, "If I got beef for you, it's forever."
Forever, yes.
Yeah,
And she even called out the Baxter. She was like, "Everybody need that. Anybody that's got gold need to have their head on a swivel, cause she coming." And I just think, they got rid of all the shucking and jiving because, remember, she was coming out dancing for Brodus Clay. Funk is on her road. And yeah, that's what we know her from. But now she's making her a name for herself. She's not just Big Jim's wife. She's Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I think this could be something big for her.
My man with them big eyes.
Because when he said that, the only thing that flashed in my head is what Xavier Woods said when they had the rap battle. He said, "You was absolutely nothing until your wife put you on total thieves." So I've never in my life heard anybody say that she was under Jimmy's shadow. You know what I'm saying? But
That's funny you say that because then they got back at Xavier Woods for being X-rated. But anyway, that's a whole nother.
yeah.
That's a whole. So another thing. My
Just
God,
don't get
that's a
all
whole
rated
other
R
conversation.
like your boy
Yeah, rated
Xavier
R,
Woods.
X-rated Xavier Woods. Yes, anyway, but but yeah. So Naomi is Miss Money in the Bank, and so when does she
Partially.
cash it in?
That is,
I don't
time
know.
is going to
I would
tell
like.
on that one.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I
No,
think
Storm
she
said some time was gonna tell on it, and then what you saying, old Great Britain one?
I think she gonna hold on to it. It's gonna be very strategic with her because you know what? She she just she just strategic in her movements, and it's gonna come at a time where ain't nobody is expecting it. You know,
Mm.
maybe one of the champions lose to Jade or Bianca,
Bianca.
and she cash
Mm-hmm.
in there. I don't think it's gonna be on a current champion.
Mm.
Um,
It's got
I
to be
don't know.
strategic. It's got to make sense.
I want to see what this week, what they start doing this week, and then I can be like, all right, yeah, I got an idea. I really do think it'll be cashed in on Tiffany Stratton because that's just my thought. But I could see her holding on to it for just a little bit. I mean, what she got a year, so I hopefully WWE doesn't pull like make this memorable
Yeah.
because she's the first black woman to win Money in the Bank. So let her have like a good moment. Don't let her have something silly or whatever. I mean, even with Tiffany's cash in, it was like, all right, can you just get this over with because she was teasing it forever, and then finally she got it, and it came. Yeah. So
And
I
then
would
she
like
was corny.
yeah, so I would like for it to be something memorable. Memorable. Don't cook it like daggone not Damian Priest, roll up. Don't cook it like how he did. Didn't he win it like the same, like try to cash in the same night? I can't remember, but obviously it won't memorable. I can't remember it, but hopefully it's a good one. It's a good moment that
Yeah,
everyone.
she deserves a good moment, and I hope they get her right with the moment. And like Dwayne said, I do believe it's intentional. How what she cashes in is going to be very intentional. And so, but it has to be heelish how she cashes in because she's a heel.
Mhm.
And so I appreciate her keeping with the role and on the after show where they were saying you deserve it because she almost caved in.
And
She
she said,
almost caved. I
"Shut
saw
it
it.
up."
She wanted to thank you and I love, but she was like, you know what? She said, shut up. Now
Mhm.
y'all want to say it. I said, yes,
You
stay
can
in character, boo.
so.
Yeah, stay in character. But so speaking of Naomi talking about Baxter, so Baxter, big time Bex. She had a match against Lyra Valkyria, Miss Wings. Miss
Woo!
Wings comes down and they have a good match. They have a good match. Listen, Becky came out in a different outfit. She wasn't in the same outfit she normally wrestles in. It was something different. And she came out with somebody said, I think it was Old Great Britain one said, came out in Seth Rollins jacket and she comes out to the ring. She comes out to the ring. Look, they have a good match, man. They going back and forth. You know, Becky tried to sneak her from behind and caught a couple fists to the face, and you know what I'm saying they rumbled all around. But again, at the end of the day, big time Bex rolls her up. We got a lot of people joining the backwoods company.
I'm telling you, they
Rolls
come fast and attack. My boy.
rolls her
It's part of
rolls
the
her
match
rolls her up, gets the 1, 2, 3, and then the match is over. But the theatrics happened after the match. She
now.
made she made Lyra go around and raise her hand up. She was like, "Yeah, I did it for you. You need to do it for me."
Oh god.
Right? She does all of this. Lyra got upset and suplexed her a couple times. Well, one time,
She jumped
yeah,
a little
you
bit.
jumped on a little
With
bit.
the arm raising, the arm raising wasn't what set Lyra off. When you asked her to put the belt on you,
Yeah,
that,
that, yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's a little
yeah,
insulting, my boy.
yeah.
Like, you know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Then you go to the press conference and you hit that "woe is me" mode. Like you gonna sit up there and say your daughter heard the worst thing was your daughter hearing people boo. You telling me?
Yeah, I almost turned TV on that one.
And I don't like bringing up, you know what I'm saying, people, kids in the conversation. But you sitting there telling me that your daughter didn't see you bullying this girl to raise your arm. That part she just didn't care about. Just them booing you is what made her cry.
But even her comments are all over the place because she talked about how the daughter wanted Naomi to win and how mad she was about that. And then she went talking about her daughter being, sad because she getting booed and all that. I was like, you're not making sense. At the end of the day, are you saying that you gonna try to Naomi? You telling Naomi to come after you because you gonna got something for her? What are we saying
Don't
here?
nobody want that, man.
they bet not.
So, Dwayne, Big Time Bex is a new intercontinental champion for the females. What are we doing here? What's this about?
I believe they're trying to bring relevance to the mid card championship belts, and you know, like we were all looking at the current, well, the former IC champion, like, really? So now maybe, okay, Big Time Bex brings a little something more to this. And maybe she goes on a run like Gunther had, maybe 664 days or something like that. But I mean, it just ramps up the level. It just ramps up the competition. Now, folks are gonna be coming for her, but
Mhm.
this is Becky Lynch. You know she there for it. So we gonna see what goes down.
So Kerry does because, and I know something Storm said a while ago. He think Bailey gonna just cut her losses, but not come back. But
Think so?
is Bailey coming back? Do we get a rivalry between Becky and Bailey? Because Bailey, remember Becky got in the ring was like I did it.
I think they should go with that. I I think if like Dwayne was saying that putting the belt on Becky makes people care about that championship. I don't think Lyra. I didn't give a damn about them.
No, we all know.
Her and the U.S. because they, but that's another story for another day.
That's Storm. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I mean, I get it with the whole Lyra thing, but I, I personally didn't think she's an action. She can wrestle.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Personally, I don't think Becky benefits anything having this IC title other than it's on her resume. But you already got a Hall of Fame career. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see the benefit of it other than uplifting the title. But at the end of the day, who's coming for you?
Lyra, maybe that can be just that can
So they're
just
gonna they're gonna
That
feud for a little
continues to
while.
prove. They continue to feud, but at the end of the day, that's gonna get stale.
It's gonna
A
get
lot
stale,
of them
but
need to
that's
be
why I don't think he's gonna have the belt long.
shooting for something else. Let Roxanne shoot for it.
I can see
I
that.
mean, let
I
let
think
let
that
Roxanne shoot for it. I just don't. I didn't get it, but at the same time, we can only see how it unfolds with the way Becky executes this reign.
mm-hmm. We'll see what like this week. I think this week is gonna say a lot. I think this week is gonna say a lot about what's going on with WWE.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Because
never
And I
I
mean,
just don't
and,
believe.
and I
I
guess
don't
we need
believe Becky wants
prestige.
that workhorse title no more.
but I think that's what I mean. I know like you said, Becky doesn't gain anything from having a belt, but it's just more about the belt gaining something. Like like this is like the first year in it, and you put it on Lyra, and like a lot of people, I don't even think a lot of people knew who she was. I had never seen her before. Like I know, was she from NXT?
She beat Becky for the
Right.
championship.
I get that, but it's just like okay for this the average person that don't watch NXT. I didn't know who the hell she was. Woo!
I
Who's
happen to, so I knew because
That's gonna
I
always
happened
be
to
a
watch that
handicap.
match because I know they actually kind of because they kept marketing that Becky was going down to face going down there and
yeah.
show up. Yeah, they did that when they a couple
People
of
come
times just to
watch.
bring some viewership down there. Matter of fact, they did it a couple of times bringing people down. Matter of fact, The Rock showed up down there um, a couple of times. Well, that one time to do some announcing something that's coming up next.
So,
But
John Cena showed up. Paul Heyman
John
showed
Cena,
up.
yeah,
It
John,
was a
yeah.
good group of them going down.
CM Punk showed up. So there's a couple people who showed up at NXT just kind of bring some viewership stuff there. But so again, Becky is the new Intercontinental Champion. We'll see where that goes. Hope again to bring prestige. And I know I said this a while ago. I think all these main eventer, especially these females, because you think about the male side, a lot of the world heavyweight champions have intercontinental or United States championships on their resume and to their names. And so maybe this is the way they can get that too as well, to continue to solidify the runs or solidify the careers that they're on. But realistically, the women that are in the main event, just like Storm said, a lot of them don't need it. I,
right.
Charlotte don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Becky definitely didn't need this title run, but again,
No.
bring the prestige. You know what I'm saying? So like Bianca, she don't need to be somebody's intercontinental champion or United States champion, but her having it again adds to the resume,
Mhm.
y'all. And that was the first match of the evening. So we talk about Money in the Bank matches. Might as well talk about the men's Money in the Bank match too, since we're here. So we had the men's Money in the Bank match. We had the six guys coming in. We had, of course, Solo in it. Solos in it. We had Eli Grande Americano in it. We had Penta in it. We had Seth in it. We had LA Knight in it. And we had, who am I missing? Was somebody else in there?
Andrade.
And Andrade in it. We had those are six people in there. And again, in the beginning of the match, everybody looking at they looked at Seth and started beating him up. You know,
That's because
so
he
they
had
wanted.
on everybody. Didn't he do that?
Yep, and so he did because he came to SmackDown and he started stomping everybody. Everybody's head was in position on that night. Everybody head. I'm talking about they crawling with their head out. They wanted to be stomped.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that happened,
When they looked
but
at
they
Solo because he won't help it. They looked
right.
at him. He's like, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Solo is crap.
and,
He
and,
threw him out the ring, and they looking at him like, what are you doing?
and so, and speaking of Solo, the dramatic started to happen. The match going off, taking place. Seth is, being outnumbered. He got tired of just being not every time he get climbed and pulled back down. So he called for his minions to come out. His minions come out.
Yes.
You a sucker, my boy.
What'd you say?
He was
Sucker,
stuck.
sucker, my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
he
a
was.
sucker.
You a sucker, my
Yeah.
boy.
He,
So he
That's what
called his
you is.
he called his minions out, Braun and Bronson. They come out and they take. So Braun Breaker takes off Elegande's neck. I keep calling him Elegande. Okay. El Grande
El
Americano
Grande
took and
Americano.
took his neck off, and then Bronson was just jumping off his feet and hitting people with the little Hawaiian drop. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
tsunami.
the
Tsunami.
sunu-
Oh
but
no,
that
oh
ain't from I'm talking
no.
about him. I ain't talking, but he be laying on people first and then he
Oh,
jump
you
on
mean
them.
the yeah, the backdrop.
Yeah,
The
that
backdrop.
backdrop. He lay on people, then he climbed the rope. Listen, you can't pay me enough. It looked like it hurt. Cause listen, and
Ain't
I know
no.
you got to be perfect, and I know you practice it, but it looked like he be landing on people, man. It looked like because I know he putting his elbows down. It looked like you taking some of that. You are taking some of that, right? And so that happens for a little bit, and then the music hits. Jacob music hits. JC and Jacob come out. They meet Braun and Bronson in the middle of the ring, and they start swinging on each other. They start going forward, right? Seth's team is winning. All of a sudden, JC, who just got here, gets into the gets gets speared into the barricade. That leaves Bronson and Jacob in the ring. Jacob, man, man, he was getting beat up, but then he hit that boy with
with
that
that Samoan
Samoan.
drop. My
Oh
God.
my gosh! And it was the end of that. Got excited, went outside the ring, and y'all Solo and his facial expressions, man. This the new funny man in WWE, bro. Like I can't get over it. He is doing it well. He is so funny. And then Jacob gets him in the ring, and Jacob gets him in the ring, gets the ladder. First they had the wrong ladder, and I said it too when I was looking. I was like, "That's a short ladder. He's not gonna be able to get that briefcase." So they moved the ladder. Solo says, "Get the other ladder." The ladder comes into play. Solo starts climbing up. Jacob looked like he waiting for somebody to come in the ring, and he grabbed that man's ankle. And Solo looked down. What you doing? Jacob says, "I hate you, Solo." And it was over from then on. Hit him with the super kick. Got up there, did that moonsault, and then he rock bottomed him on the ladder. We said this was gonna happen a while ago. Now it's here. Jacob then turned on Solo. But hold on, Storm, you shaking your head. Solo on SmackDown told that man he was all gas, no brains.
And he proved it too. He proved it too.
Oh
And
wow.
so Jacob heard it, and he got rock bottom into the ladder.
Look at it like this. I heard Kerry say, "Oh wow, no, he literally proved it." Now, if that man is 2 seconds from grabbing that briefcase, why not let him grab the briefcase and then beat him up? If you want to prove your point, why not just help him get the briefcase and then beat him up? You can still do what you want to do, but why
Why would he
stop
let
your
him grab the
family?
briefcase?
Because
Why
you
would you?
stopping your family from getting back to where they wanted to be. This is what y'all been screaming since you came through the door.
But why would? But I don't.
It
I
ain't got
don't.
nothing to do with Jacob. It wasn't gonna stop him from doing what he doing.
So right now you talking about business. You saying he
Look,
should you it's a business thing.
what was Solo's mission from the jump? To bring the family back together, get the championship back into the family. That was your opportunity,
Why would you do
and
that with
you
somebody who's
just
already
cost
dead?
them.
Why would he be doing that when he's already like talking? They've already. You could tell they're setting it up for something else. Like you bring in someone that he don't trust. You bring in someone who ain't family. So you obviously going against the solo, going against the.
I have no dispute for any of that.
But I'm
But
just
if
saying, like,
that
why would I
man,
help? Why would I help you
he
in
was
your
two steps. My
I would.
man was holding on to the edge of the briefcase, trying to tug on the briefcase. Why not let that man get that briefcase?
Nah,
Still
find
do
another
it.
way. Find another way.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm all gas, no brains,
yeah. I'm
right?
all yeah. So
That
that
that is the perfect example of crabs in a barrel. Do you understand me?
Oh my
When
god.
Batista overheard Triple H, when overheard Triple H talking about him, he didn't jump into it. He waited until he won the Rumble, signed the contract, then gave Triple H the business. He took care of business first, personal later, and got to do it at WrestleMania.
Okay.
You
But
gonna do what you gonna do regardless, but at least make sure everybody gets something out the deal. Now you have nothing. Now they have nothing.
no, they got no, they got something. He the United States champion.
Ooh. Listen, that briefcase to that championship, I prefer that briefcase.
Right. What I'm saying is, and I get what you're saying, because I see what you broke down with Batista, but at the end of the day, Jacob's saying I'm the one that you're saying don't have brains, but I'm the only champion in the family besides Jay. So Jay is one, and then now you got me, and so
And
Solo, we ain't trying to get you to be a part of that. That's probably what that was. Because my thing is, you talked about me, quote unquote, behind my back, and like Kerry said, you bought my nemesis from Independent in here. Why I gotta trust you? We ain't gonna trust you with the belt because if you get the belt, you probably gonna get power hungry.
I'm not helping you.
mm,
How about that?
I still don't see the reason why you just didn't give him the business later. Like like you could have took care of family business because this is family business.
No, I'm
You
good.
had the opportunity to uplift your family, and you held them back over a personal issue. If I got beef with one of
He ain't
y'all,
uplifting me.
let me be clear. If I got beef with one of y'all and y'all going up for that briefcase, go up for that briefcase. Do your thing. But next Monday night of Friday Night SmackDown, it's still me and you in this hell in the cell. We gonna get it on. But I'm gonna make
But you-
sure you complete your mission. But
Yeah.
after that, we got smoke. We got something on. We something booked on the schedule for me and you. We got to have a conversation. What happened when Jay and Roman had beef? They took it to tribal combat. Why didn't Jacob just issue a tribal combat challenge if it was that serious? Why stop him?
oh, great bearded one, Jacob's your guy. What's your thoughts?
You know,
I know you feel some type of way. Let it out, my brother. It's okay.
I'm gonna say this here. You know, we knew at some point it was coming, but unfortunately, I think you know, hearing hearing the way Storm blazed it out. Okay, yeah. If he had waited, and then if he had waited and let Solo grab the Money in the Bank contract, and he cashes in, and then he can really give him the business by taking his title from him. I kind of see
He,
that,
I wasn't
but
even thinking about that.
I mean, and listen, at the point, I mean, we all knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming. But I think Jacob was like, "Nah, you screwed me out of my Money in the Bank opportunity. So here's the return favor."
Mm-hmm.
And that's
That's
what
that
it went down.
crabs in the barrel.
Well, he started it.
See,
And
crabs in the
wait,
barrel.
and it was literally crabs in the barrel because he held on to that joker.
He held you. That's the whole concept. When you see a crab trying to crawl out the barrel, another crab comes and grab him like, you in here with us.
I get, yeah,
That's exactly what
I
Jacob just did.
get the analogy, but I mean, so you don't think Solo started any of this?
Oh no, I totally
Hey,
think
look,
Solo started it.
you
So
can
Jacob
go in.
and be like, no, I'll let you win, but I'll just man get out of here.
Hey, look,
He got to see
you
me,
can go in
and so
all gas, no brakes, or you can be strategic. Roman would have been strategic.
Man, you
but
well,
here's my other thought too.
Jacob wasn't
We've been
strategic in
we
that.
we've
just
been on this. We've been on this. People been getting beat up, and we've been wanting people to come right back out. And so it's the first time somebody do it though. Now we like, man, we need you to be strategic. Don't get me
Hey,
wrong,
look,
I get it,
like
but
I said, it ain't all got
he,
to be like that.
but now he done came out. He did something I probably would have done. I don't thinking about nothing. That man done called me no brainer. I got your no brainer, which is no brainer is you ain't about to get this suitcase.
It was
That's about to be a no brainer. You ain't about to
your
get
own,
this suitcase.
not
I got your no
it be
brains.
your own
I'm about,
people, boy. It be your
I'm about
own
to,
people.
I'm about to super kick you in your chin. That's a no brainer.
like you got the brains now.
It be your own people, boy.
I'm about to drop you on this ladder. That's a no brainer.
Look, I ain't got time for the daggone gaslight. Yo, Solo in here calling him stupid. He ain't got it all up here, costing him his money in the bank match. Nah, I'm not about to be the bigger person. Dead all that. Anytime. What you say? You
Hey,
ain't about to win this today.
Hey, what say? Put your shoes on. That time, put your shoes on.
Find him
Yeah,
in the
and now Jacob got to put his shoes on.
oh, he
And he
broke.
ready. And he ready.
already.
But
Who he
Jaden
got
already
backing him
said
up?
it. He was like, we don't even mess with them like that.
Because
Jacob,
now JC on
Conga,
the
Man, he ain't
Now
worth
He
it.
you got
just
to deal
got. He
with
just got
JC.
here. JC just got here, bro.
He barely got
JC
his
about to mow
daggone
that
gear
boy down.
And Jimmy just beat him. Rolled him up. Another backwood.
backwards.
I told you it was 5 in the pack. But besides the point, now you got to deal with Solo and JC, and it's just you with the U.S. title. You ain't brought nobody
Him,
even back up yet.
him and Jimmy
You
about to
can't
make
even
up.
let proof.
Him and Jimmy about to make up.
He gonna be
That
fine.
may be true,
He gonna be fine.
but you ain't
I
got
think,
no guarantees in this player.
yeah,
Friday, you
yeah,
better have your head on the swivel.
It's
yeah.
Jacob we talking about though. If Braun Strowman couldn't take him out, huh? This Jacob we talking about. If Braun couldn't take him out, it's a werewolf. Huh? This a werewolf, bro.
Him catching a
You
little
must not.
on
You
set.
must not remember what Jacob face looked like when JC popped up on the scene at that fourth fatal four way.
This Braun
He,
Strowman we talking about.
yo, we're talking about a man that Jacob and Gunther is ducking. You're not understanding. Like there is real life damage in this situation. You're not understanding. Like he
I know
pulled
I
the
am
trigger too
no,
soon.
I'm understanding. But JC did get rolled up
He did. He caught the backwood treatment.
by Jimmy.
He caught the backwood treatment.
1, 2, 3.
I swear, that's not
But
the.
that's only because Jacob distracted off the ring.
If you who said it? If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Solo, Solo's husky son is gonna be waiting on Jacob in the back arena on Friday.
This
He
big
better,
boned
yeah.
itself.
Like,
Just got here.
mind if I take your husky son to the ring? Let's
Just got here.
Yeah,
But
he gonna
that
be waiting
match,
on Friday.
y'all. But that match ends with Seth freaking Rollins climbing up to the top and grabbing the money in the bank briefcase.
And I
Terry
still
goes
say he
2
a
for
sucker.
2 and money in the bank. I still personally think it was the wrong decision. That's just me personally. But I mean, it is what it is. Now he has a chance to pick off whatever champion it was. Well, I tell you what, the theory of him. See, that's the part about it too. We talked about the theory of the reason why he wins it, but he didn't do it that night. So
Monday.
it kind of just put everything out the window.
Because
Nah,
he probably gonna pull that WrestleMania same thing tomorrow night on Raw.
Race of the Century. But Race of the Century is WrestleMania. That's that
It's only
platform.
one. It's
But
only one.
and it has been done after that. So that, but I think if it happened tomorrow, that wouldn't surprise me either. You got the money in the bank contract, and the belt that you want is on Raw with you.
Now here's what I say. Now I agree. At some point, he's going to cash it in, but I still think they're going to give a Jay a good run. I do believe that. You shaking your head, and
I
we could
don't.
be wrong, but I believe it happens, and that's why. And that's why I love Easter eggs. And let me tell you why I love Easter eggs because we're looking at Jay getting beat up and punished in the ring as him. He's setting himself up to lose. I really think here's my thought process. They are seeing that he can take punishment and still, because this is the same thing they did with Roman. Seeing I can take punishment and still get on top. This is how faces get over.
Mhm.
So you got on one hand, we thinking he getting beat up because they're making him weak. So when Seth come in and no, I think he still beats Gunther on Monday. but he does it, and the way he does it helps him continue to be elevated. Because you take this belt off him, the crowd gonna riot. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna be a riot.
And I don't think they're going to care about that. So I think he gets past Gunther, but Seth's on the same show.
I get it, but Seth don't need the belt right now.
He's getting it though.
He will, but I don't think right away.
I think I can see it happening because they're trying to push this faction. So what another way? What a better way to push this faction than putting the belt on him ASAP? Oh yeah, I'm about to take over. I'm like he needs that belt. That's what he said. You got it. Seth needs it. You don't know how to wear that belt. Go on, give it to Seth. That's basically what Paul Heyman told him. You do not know how to wear that belt. You
But
don't know.
again, to me, he's saying that, and that's what you put in. But I think that's false. I think he's wearing the belt real well,
Yeah.
personally.
No, I don't think he's doing a bad job at all. But I'm just saying, I think it's gonna be sooner rather than later. They catching heat. With more heat, what I mean, that's even more heat. Even more heat. But I also think that's a way to maybe possibly set up CM Punk. Because CM Punk has been here for what, 2 years? He had a belt yet.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
going.
CM Punk been there for a minute, and everybody keep jumping over him.
So
Nah,
maybe this is a way to set, him for Seth to get the belt, and then maybe something with CM Punk. I don't know.
I'm gonna look like old buddy on WrestleMania when the Undertaker lost. If Seth cashed that briefcase in freely without no interruption, if he actually gets in there and cash that money in the bank without Roman popping up or CM Punk popping up or all of the many people that he done disrespected in the past 3 months, if any of them don't stop him from cashing in that money in the bank, I'm gonna look like old buddy did when the Undertaker lost with the glasses on. I'm
and
gonna
that
tell you.
go and that goes back to what CM Punk said. He says, "As long as I'm here, I'm not gonna let you win that belt." That's what he said, and
Okay.
he basically said, "I don't care if I get it or not. I'm gonna tell
He
you who ain't
al-
gonna get it."
he also said he was going into the Money in the Bank match.
And he
So
would have had Seth not interfered. So
Now,
it's a receipt.
honestly, I get what you're saying, but I can still see him coming out every time Seth about to do something and smacking him in the head with that chair. Now I can
that
see
might
that
be because
every
you
time,
stopped me.
every time it look like Seth about to do something, he gonna pop out and smack him with
Mhm.
that chair.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
see it every time.
Maybe so.
Seth a sucker on this situation. This is
He
your
is, man.
second time winning money in the bank, and you needed help both times. Help both times. The first time Kane helped you, and you disrespected him and the authority. The moment you got it.
Hey, he
I
like
hope they take his briefcase and put another prank in the mug again. Just like they did him the first time he had the darn
supposed to
briefcase.
turn down the help. No, don't
I
help
hope they
me.
Dean Ambrose that man. I
I
want
don't
some
need help.
heat.
I don't know.
Hope they give him the
I think
beats.
he's cashing it in sooner rather than later.
I hope that briefcase is the biggest headache that boy done had since the Fiend match. I'm
Yeah,
serious.
I agree. I don't think he cashed in right away.
Because without Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed, you wouldn't have Nathaniel right. Let's keep it funky. Without Jacob, you wouldn't have nothing right now.
Good grief. Well, he did doing his job, man. He the one they gave him the faction. What he supposed to do? Be like, no, I don't need the faction. He gave him
I'm
the
gonna keep it
faction.
real. If I was Roman, I'd have called Jacob like you just put my mortal enemy with the money in the bank briefcase over family.
Lord.
Over family.
No,
You put the man that Roman can't stand with a passion over family.
he don't like Solo either. He didn't. So you think so? He wants Solo to have it?
For
Hey
real.
look,
He took Solo,
hey
who's a
look, I'd
follower.
rather family have it than somebody that hit me in the back, my boy.
Well, but that's probably setting Roman up to get his belt back.
You
Oh
see
my
that around that man neck?
Lord.
Family. The disrespect is real in this match.
Oh my Lord. The dramatics.
But I will say, I just don't think. I really don't. And again, this is me personally, and I've been watching wrestling for years. I just don't think Seth, it's not the right call. I just don't. I just think he can build and do that. Faction can go as well as it be because Seth is already who Seth is. Him being the champion not gonna not gonna make them any greater. Like they can like right now, them being a tag team and getting the tag team championship, that's what they need to be working on. He should be
Next side note.
that's what should be happening.
How El Grande Americano gonna put the plate in the hand and still lose? My man headbutt Penny was back up in 30 seconds. He must have
Yeah.
smelled something.
I'm I'm done with him after the AI generated picture of him bench pressing Andre the Giant. I'm done. I'm done.
I love it.
Gracias.
I'm done.
Gracias. Gracias.
Because we know all of us know darn well. I'm done. But y'all, now we move to the main event of the night. The match that happened out of nowhere.
Match.
You're gonna match. So John Cena, Logan Paul versus Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Man, Jey Uso took a beat most of that match.
Mhm.
And then Cody finally gets in. But also too, we noticed that Logan Paul, man, listen, whether we like him or not, the boy can go. I said it. I said it a couple times before. I'm standing on it. That moonsault from that turnbuckle all the way to the announce table was pretty. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a pretty
Mhm.
spot in the match, and it was a couple of stops. It was a couple of spots where he didn't complete. But hey, it happens. But at the end of the day, he's not. No longer. You can say he's no longer this part timer who's putting in work. And then there was a spot within the match where him and John Cena were going back and forth. It looks like they're gonna go into a program together. Um, at some point, I think that's gonna happen. But in the match, our favorite comes back. Ron, he was our truth when we didn't find out he's Ron Killing until he comes back, spears John, give him a couple two pieces to the face, hits him with the belt. This is how Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes wind up winning the match. And this is what happened. So we get a 1, 2, 3. We got the crossroads that Kerry said that didn't hit. And
See that?
oh no, you said it.
It
And
didn't.
then
Yeah, flip the move real quick.
That
yeah,
move
it did.
sucks.
that move don't hurt nobody. Then,
Yeah, I knew somebody was gonna say it. I'll calm down.
but we had a match, and again, I think it was a match to showcase Logan Paul's. I think that's what this match was about. Honestly,
You think
it wasn't.
so?
I did. I really
It,
felt like
it
this was a
was
match to showcase what Logan Paul can do some more in the ring.
because at this
Because
point he done went to war with Roman, John Cena, Jay, and Cody Rhodes.
I mean,
You can't say that
because
he ain't got the caliber to stick with them people no more.
he was in a
he was in
match
the ring with main eventers.
with three Hall of Famers.
Yeah, he was in
Now,
the ring with 3 main eventers.
Yeah.
if they do it, it is an insult to everybody that's fighting to get the main event scene. It doesn't do nothing but prove everybody right. Not as far as him being a YouTuber, but him climbing the ladder that other people are fighting to climb, like LA Knight and Karrion Cross and all them. They've been in there for a minute, and they have the capability of doing what Logan Paul's doing, but they're giving all the shots to Logan Paul. So I fully understand where everybody's mentality is in the business side of it. From the spectator side of it, Logan delivers every time. He's 100% every time. I think my man got a little bit too overconfident with that drone on the turnbuckle because he must not have saw Cody get up at no point and jump up there on the turnbuckle with him until he popped up in the drone view. Like,
The
I'm not.
suplex with the
I'm,
drone, with the camera being in the drone, was tough though.
On to it.
It was
it
tough. It
was.
was a great
It
angle.
was. It was. And then Jay came with the splash right after.
Yeah.
the setbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like I really think it was a good spot, but you got a little too overconfident with that drone.
Mm-hmm.
You should have just did your move with that drone instead of sitting up there talking trash in the drone,
Hey.
and they caught you slick.
Oh, great, great one. Ron Killings is back.
Hey, I'm telling you, he said he was going to beat the hustle, loyalty, and respect back into John Cena if he had to. Well, his actions Saturday night, you know, that was the start of it. I mean, hell, we didn't even know the man had a job or not. I mean, last week we were saying, oh, it was a great run, R-Truth, this, that, and the other. And he show up Saturday like, nah, I ain't dead yet. Gave John he was giving him the business down in there, giving him the business. And the we all seen this figure and this hoodie, which that's their thing now, right? Run up in the ring, and when he pulled that hoodie off, and the fourth was like, "Oh, R-Truth." I mean, I was looking at some of the live reactions, and everybody had the same reaction, like you know, it was just good to see. Now we'll see where this ultimately leads for R-Truth, but you know,
It's not
if he
our
still
truth no
does
more, my brother.
Ron Killings, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if he is out of the WWE, that was a pretty good way to go out.
You know, he signed just before he rushed. He bum rushed the ring.
So apparently, this was something I seen. So apparently, he was ignoring phone calls
Yes,
until Tony Khan called him.
right.
He
So
said
it
he ain't picked
wasn't a
nothing up.
work.
He said he ain't pick a phone call up for none of the representatives. Tony Khan had to call him so they could compromise and come to a sweet deal. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm. That's what I've read. So I've read that today.
Yeah.
It
I knew that
was
was I knew that
very.
was when he got in there. Because first of all, I was like, okay, whoever that is black. So I was like, okay, that's our truth. That's our truth. But he said it. He was like, thank you, the fans. Y'all made y'all voices heard and we made history together. Now you let Hunter tell us part of the show, but
Yeah, that right there was just a cop out. Like you knew that the universe was going to eat your lunch once you made that statement.
thank you.
Especially
He,
when, especially when Ron's son jumped up there and said, "Stop the cap."
mhm,
Under your picture at the press conference. Like, trip, don't. Because 80% of the time they are blaming you for everything that goes on, even though you're not responsible. Then you're going to stand up. And I get it, you want to be a team player, but you can't keep taking these bullets for these people, man.
sir.
It's
But
cheap.
me personally, I think they should have sat on that a little bit. But I know there's probably no way they could have. Like I think he should have came back and helped Cody win the belt. Get this tag match. Like that tag match don't mean nothing. But
I
I guess
think
they
it was
just
bigger
couldn't.
than that.
I guess they just couldn't sit on that. You got the universe that know every daggone thing, and somebody figured that out or whatever. But I honestly
Because
think,
it was, you didn't notice the whole time that man wasn't smiling.
I'm sorry.
And in the game no more. The whole time Ron was in the ring, he wasn't smiling.
No, no,
It's not
no.
the
That
game
I
no more.
noticed that. I noticed that. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This is different. I
And
know.
they changed his name from R-Truth to Ron Killings on the website. So
Oh, this might just be the next thing. Like, so what is that? Is he? Is it gonna be like?
go watch
Is it
clips.
gonna be heel on heel?
No, just go watch clips from TNA.
But what does
It,
that
it,
mean for him going
he's
forward?
not joking. He's not joking no more. Like he's literally
I laugh and
he's
joke
on attack
around.
mode.
Okay, gotcha. It's
He's
game
he
time.
before his shoes, his laces was loose. Now he got the things double tied. You feel me? Like
He got
Gotcha.
his shoes on.
Right.
it's about to be real, player.
Oh boy.
It's about to be real.
That's why
But
I
I
can't
think
wait
this
for
whole
tomorrow.
thing, if you would have gave R-Truth the belt the way he was before that whole week hiatus, he was gonna have pushback. Now let's see what Ron Killings do. When Ron Killings get this belt, it's gonna be serious business. Now I
Yeah.
think Cody is gonna get the belt off Ron Killings because that's the match Cody won.
Really? Oh, okay.
Cody has lost to R-Truth more than he has beat R-Truth. He has lost 2 titles to R-Truth. He has lost tag team championship to R-Truth. He said it on an interview. The one person that he wants to get to look up at the lights for him is R-Truth. And I think this is lining up for that. It gets John out of there, but it gets Cody to put R-Truth as his last match. Because the deal that R-Truth got now is on the same line as John Cena. He got a number of appearances before he goes into a legend contract. This is his last run.
Okay.
So
All
we
right.
just got to see how it unfolds.
Not sure how he gets all this information, y'all, but it just be flowing. I don't know what it be, and all you can do is be like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up." That's all. Okay. That's,
Yeah.
that's all you can say, for real. So, but we have so we did get winners of that match, and um, we are trying to figure out where we're going next with some stuff. So, real quick though, hey Dwayne, I know we were at Money in the Bank men's match, but I realized that there was uh, and I said it, but there's a mic check that needs to happen. Just real quick, can you just help us with my mic sounds nice? Check one. My mic sounds nice. Check
Check
two.
2.
My mic sounds nice. Check three.
Check 3.
Come on, oh great better one, give us the mic check.
The 4 words. Mic check this week is only 4 words, and it came from the Samoan werewolf. I hate you solo.
God.
That's the only thing that needed to be said. That's gonna put us into a program between Solo. Maybe he goes with and he rocks with Jimmy and possibly Roman. But right now, those 4 words have set us up for something in the up and coming weeks and months coming down. It's gonna be interesting to see. I hate you solo. Mic check.
That's it.
I
That's
get
it.
what you're saying.
Short and sweet. I hate you solo.
Sounds so harsh. That's so harsh. When he said, I was like, oh, that's not nice.
My man, you said it
That
though.
man, that man
And what's
emergency
crazy
brake
is the intentionality of the whole entire, just the whole I love you solo, I love you solo, I love you solo. Than him not saying it at all for what Solo said. Man, he
Six
ain't said
months.
that in about 6 months. 6 months. And then saying it jokingly
Mm-hmm.
one day backstage, I love you solo, because he found out he was in the Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
And then this past Money in the Bank, he goes, I hate you solo. It's just perfect. Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect, perfect, perfect long story running. So now we're
That
going to
man,
a program.
that man
Now we're
finna get
going to
beat
a
up for
program.
a couple of weeks.
Huh? He think you think the werewolf gonna get beat up?
Hey man, look, I'm trying to tell you right now, somebody about to put sugar in that tank so he can be all gas all day long. But
Oh, yeah.
somebody about to sabotage that fuel tank. Cause it's real. I'm sorry. He gonna need that. Look, who is he gonna get for backup until Roman come back? He can try to grab Jimmy.
So I think
He,
Old Great
but
Beard
it's
one don't
going.
agree with nothing you said there.
Hey, look, it's gonna take a couple of times. It's gonna take a couple of tries to get Jimmy on his side. So in the meantime, until he get Jimmy on his side, he gonna take some lumps.
Maybe.
It's,
He
it's,
gonna
it's
get
gonna be
put
that
out.
moment. It's gonna be that moment when Roman and Jacob walk out with him, or he come save Roman. I mean, and I'm telling you, he do that. And they gotta have a faction.
Boom,
You
boom,
better
Go
boom.
hang
pull
with
that
go
5-2
hang
from
with
the
Braun and
performance
Bronson.
center because you need backup, my boy.
Let's go hang with Braun and Bronson. It's gotta be Roman and Jacob.
And wait till Tamatanga and Tangaloa get back.
Yeah, they
I
might.
ain't nobody
Bachaloa and
come on.
Tamatanga.
Ain't nobody scared of the twins.
Hey, look, them gorillas of destiny. When they swarm, my boy.
He gotta know what he gotta know what a turnbuckle is.
Go, go,
Yo,
go.
yo, 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 yo.
He
That
got
shit,
to know what a turnbuckle is.
it's finna be
It was
real,
so
boy.
that Jane was so embarrassing.
We got
It's all Seth Rollins' fault, man. He shouldn't have called Jacob Solo's bitch. It would have been cool had he not said that on Friday.
He did say that though.
Just starting up stuff.
They did.
And
He
then you
did.
turn around and JC upset with Jacob. And then you got Solo trying to play both sides of the fence. And
Mm-hmm.
Jacob heard him playing both sides of the fence. Personally,
Man.
if I was Jacob, I'd have made Solo say it to my face, not over here in the background.
I hate you,
I'd have
Solo.
made him say it to my face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he said a couple things to his face. A super chin kick, um, a rock bottom through a ladder. Just let him know what time it was. But
Man, I still say you should have let that boy grab that briefcase.
y'all, that's recap of Money in the Bank. Listen, we have our own interesting takes on what happened and what took place. A lot of mini stories in the big story unfolding within Money in the Bank. Excited to see what Raw will come with tomorrow. Excited to see the outcry or the aftermath of what took place at Money in the Bank. Do we see a cash in tomorrow? Do we see one? Many people think. I personally think, and I could be wrong, but I ain't been wrong a lot. But I personally think Jay gonna be they pushing him to be a strong champion. But I could be wrong. This
Hey,
could be the first time. Who knows?
CM Punk, I need for you to step up on deck.
You owned it.
On deck. Matter of fact, just come out to the ring with Jay. That's what you do. Just come out to the ring with Jay, yeet down the aisle, and watch Jay back during the match with Gunner.
Yeet
Matter
down.
of fact, just sit at the announce table at the whole entire night and announce with Michael Cole and
Yeah,
Pat
you need
McAfee.
to. Sami
So
Zayn, you too. Captain
just
Save
kind of
Man.
real just kind of real quick before we get into Brain Buster and then our final thoughts. One of the things I want to talk about too is kind of some in the news. We got a couple of things that was going on in the news that we wanted to kind of bring out. A lot of the wrestlers have been furloughed, if you will. Maybe some of them coming back, been released. They also asking Roman Reigns to negotiate maybe his $15 million contract. Y'all, TKO apparently is in debt, and not in debt, but in debt, but not in debt, but
Billions.
in debt. Apparently, they are $1 billion in debt.
Billions.
TKO Holdings is in debt.
They're
And
like,
this is why everybody gonna be walking down the aisle with Cash App T-shirts on and Papa John's hats and stuff like that. Like this is why all these these endorsements, not endorsements. What do you call it?
Lord, Lord.
Like I'm just, it's every. You said it the other day. Some of the old stuff
Man,
needs to be
you
dead.
was gonna be hot about it.
I asked about that. You got the 7-Eleven turnbuckle.
Prime turnbuckle.
What?
The
I
snap into
know
a Slim Jim ladder.
Vince is like, what? What the world? Now I did hear that he
Morgan and Morgan.
right.
They
I did,
should have climbed up the Slim Jim ladder. That should have been the spot. If we was gonna climb and get that, they should have used the Slim Jim ladder.
but
No,
then
they
but
use that fireball,
ladder
my boy.
was in the ladder was in the
Oh,
ring.
my fault. The fireball ladder. I apologize. My bad. They got the same colors. It looked like. Never mind.
Yeah, they did a little too much.
Hey, Dana White, I need for you to get your poop in the group, bro. I don't even know
Yeah,
why you came into this deal if you knew UFC was hemorrhaging money, my boy. Like, I need for you to
sucking
pull
us
it
back.
together. Because we suffering for it now, player. Like, I need you to pull it together.
But that's probably the reason why they told them. That's probably the reason why they went the way they went.
Right.
Because they weren't going to survive. They weren't going to survive if they didn't combine.
Just shut down. Like,
Then you. This is why
personally,
the ticket prices are crazy. This is like all this is because of y'all failing business.
yeah.
And then you're going to make the GOAT, the needle mover, you want to renegotiate his contract. What that look like? Go on to the needle mover, asking him, can you make 10 mil instead of 15?
The audacity.
You gotta be bugging.
You bumped your head. Y'all better figure it out. I seen, and this might have been just clickbait, but where they were saying that Vince was trying to buy it back.
I heard,
I
I
heard
heard
that
that
too.
too.
Okay, maybe that was.
Vince, that was
Vince,
clickbait.
Vince ain't
Vince
buying nothing
still
back
has
till he get
Yeah,
out of the
Vince
water
still
he in.
has his shares that he's sitting on. He hasn't sold his shares yet.
yeah.
He just has no control.
Yeah, I seen that he was gonna try to buy it back with like maybe another group or something like that, but it's still a great product, but it's just like this is different. This is
Yeah, it's different.
real different.
It's different. The rings look different, man.
You
But
got
then also, and then
logo.
also, yeah, and then also too, just kind of keep it moving in the news. We've been hearing Goldberg was supposed to return for a retirement match, but apparently
Sit your butt
in
down.
trainings, here he go with he turned it off again. But in trainings, apparently everything popping out, arthritis hitting, uh, shoulder not working.
Not arthritis.
Hey, DDP,
Um,
Goldberg need you.
Mm-hmm.
He
he
need
said,
that DDP yoga.
he said
Go,
every time he get,
go
he
call
said
Goldberg.
this how I read it. He said every time he go to training, something don't work, something pop out.
Hey, you out there trying to be 28, sir?
But that's when you know, like, hey, you know what? I don't need no match. I'm good. And I tell people all the time, like, and that's the part Goldberg you don't like. Look, listen, look at me. If you listen, look at me. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You are in the Hall of Fame. Your career is good, even though man, you the only one I know 173 and 0 in WCW and WCW. Listen, let me
Hey,
say this
that's
to you. As a
173 and one. Don't disrespect Kevin Nash.
before
Great.
before he went one, before he was cheated out of that one loss, which was horrible by Kevin Nash. But anyway, but I'm with you because my kids be like, let's race for what?
Too old.
I don't. So then I can be on somebody's Instagram page. My leg then popped out. I'm not for what? I remember the last time I went fast speed. I don't remember. I ain't got it. I ain't running from nobody. I ain't chasing nobody. I'm good. Let me get my trot on. I ain't no. Let's play one on one. Out and for what?
I don't know. Looked like he was running last Sunday.
No, I ain't run. I gotta walk fast. I have my 2 mile walk. That's a difference.
Had on some
I'm
hopers.
I'm gonna get to my kids for
And you
sure.
got me get my.
For
Speedy
real.
walk. No,
But
Uh-oh.
Goldberg, listen, we wish you well. Um,
just stay
you don't
home.
have
It's
you
okay.
don't have to do you don't have to do what you're trying to do. You came back. Your son saw you wrestle. He saw you as Goldberg. You should be good. I think you should be
Hey, I
good.
got 2 words for you, Goldberg. Crown jewel. That should have been an example for you to be done.
He trying to
Man,
kill
that match was probably one of the worst matches in history of Lifetime, bro. Like and
Undertaker.
Goldberg
Humble,
and
broke
Goldberg
that
and
man
Goldberg
neck,
has had
boy.
Goldberg has had 2 of those matches. Like there's 2. Like you are in that realm of not so good matches. You and Brock Lesnar's match. That match was horrific. And then that one when you tag team no, not that one. No, when you who you
Taker.
fought?
Taker.
Undertaker?
Undertaker. And
Oh
Danny
man,
broke his
you
neck.
almost killed the Undertaker.
Yeah, he did. Hey, look, for real, you can go out on a good note. You and Roman had that match. Roman squashed you. You gave him, you acknowledged him. Now it's over. Like, I need for you to step down. Like,
And it's
go train or something. LFG, new season. You know what I'm saying? Go handle that. Go do that.
Undertaker was in some horrible. He Undertaker had some matches that
he
So
weren't
wouldn't
good
let
was
it
too.
go
Goldberg.
either. He wouldn't
He
let
had the
it go.
one with the Goldberg, but then the other one when he tag team with Kane against DX,
Oh, they all look terrible.
it was
Yeah,
bad.
that was
It
mainly
bad.
Kane. That
It
was
looked like they
mainly
was in an
Kane.
old folks home for real.
Kane mask was falling off. Like, what is happening here?
Now the match with him and Roman, that had a couple of setbacks.
But that wasn't Roman's
Saying,
fault. Roman was trying to help him.
no, it wasn't Roman.
Roman was trying to help him though. So
It
that's what
wasn't Roman.
I seen the story where Roman was like, you know what? I think he whispered and was like, let's hurry up and get this done. Let's get it over.
That man started running the ropes for that spear. Boy.
Yeah, he did. He said, let's hurry up and get this done. He said it did. We're done. Yeah.
Whoa. That
Yeah.
is
Take it home. Take it home. Take it home.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of taking it home, Carrie, before we go, you got your brain buster for us today?
of course.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's what was happening. All right. I got y'all. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. So, this week's brain buster question is, who holds the record for the most losses in WWE history?
Oh, the losses. The most losses?
Oh God.
Man.
All them jobless, man.
It ain't the Brooklyn Brawler, because that'd be easy.
He did lose a lot, though. He did lose a lot. I don't
It
think
ain't
he
Coco.
ever won a match.
It ain't Coco Beware. It's
I'm
gotta
just
be
so shot in the
Natalia.
dark.
It got to be.
That's wild.
It got to be.
That's your final answer?
Hey, cuz listen, how many matches she done had?
Who is it?
She has the
Natalia.
most PLE matches. She
Ever.
has the most PLE matches ever.
Ain't she in the Guinness Book of World Records for matches or something?
For PLEs.
Is that your answer?
SD Jones.
Oh,
That's the not special delivery Jones.
We used to call him Sucker Duck.
Who?
Sucker Duck.
I'm gonna go with Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, that's a
I'm gonna go with Kurt
good
Hawkins.
choice.
okay. Who?
Kurt Hawkins,
Kurt
what's the name?
Hawkins.
What's the name, son?
The one that tagged with Zack Ryder.
Okay.
Mr. Perfect. No, ain't that his son?
No. That's
Oh no, they ain't him.
Lord.
Yeah.
Nah, that's Curtis Axel.
Oh, Kurt Hawkins.
All right.
He did lose. He did lose a lot. Matter of fact,
He
somebody just kept losing.
Santino
It
Morella.
was Kurt Hawkins. It was Kurt Hawkins.
Somebody kept losing.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's the pitch he pitched the Mets lose until WrestleMania.
Dwayne, who you got?
He said SD Jones.
SD Jones.
Was that? No, you was just throwing answers out.
That's his answer.
Oh, Natalia wasn't mine though. I was just throwing answers.
Look. So it's me and you.
It ain't Stone Cold. God, Lord. It's got to be somebody who's been around for a while. It's got to be somebody who's been around.
R-Truth.
So it could be
He's won 53% to 56% every year
so
of his
it
career.
could be Randy Orton. Somebody been around. It could be John Cena. It could be Kofi Kingston. It could be The Miz. It could be John Cena. It could be Rey Mysterio. People who've been around a long time. I don't think it's Rey Mysterio because
Oh my God! Here you go with this process of living.
yeah, I gotta break it down.
Oh God!
You gotta let me cook.
No, get out of here.
I don't think it's Rey Mysterio because he beat the Big Show, like everybody, and then we know it's not Randy Orton. He didn't win a lot and then he lost. So that leaves Kofi Kingston, John Cena, and The Miz.
And you know it ain't John because he big match.
It ain't John. It ain't John. So it's between Kofi Kingston and The Miz.
Mm.
If I gotta get a pick, and for kicks and giggles, I ain't going with the black one just because. Because I'm black. I'm not going with him.
Ah.
Just for kicks and giggles, I'm going with the reality TV star, The Miz. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
I'm crying. You
Come
got
on.
me. I'm sitting here like, watch this. Oh God. The Miz holds the record for most losses in the WWE history with 1,356 losses.
And I was about to say Kofi. I was about to give you Kofi.
Oh
Is
my
he?
God.
Is he in
I'm
there?
laughing because you started. I was like, God, he's about to name the old people. And then you named them. I was like, oh, good grief. And then there was I was like, I know he ain't about to just break this down. God, this damn game is stupid.
Because Storm helped me out because he was like, I know you can't be John Cena. I was like, well, because that was one of my thoughts. Because it was, I was like, well, Nas one no one knows. So I said, okay, well, let me take John Cena out of
Goddamn.
it.
It can't be him. Oh,
Well, I mean,
Lord.
the
Because
man's nickname is Big Match John.
no, you're right.
Numerous right history. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no, no,
Like,
no. No. But then I'm laughing because I'm just like, give me a damn break. I had this in the bag, and you sitting there talking about, well, I'm gonna give it between this person, that person. I was like, man, whatever. Get out of here.
hey, this time Wesley Snipes was wrong. Don't bet on black. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it
You
is.
said- And then when you said I ain't gonna pick the black man just because I'm black, I said, give me oh, this. Now he want to have Juneteenth.
I
Like, now he
was.
want to be
I
all.
was. This is the month. This is the month.
Man, get out of here.
And even if it was Kofi, I'd have picked him to Miz.
Right.
I'd have picked him Miz.
Then I knew when you said you weren't gonna pick the black man, I said, "Oh Lord, I know I'm in trouble now. My goose is cooked."
Hey, for a second there, I thought it was Shawn Michaels. They took a lot of L's
Think
to
about it,
make
it's got
people look good.
been around for a long time.
But the crazy part, I thought about it because the Miz, he won early. It's been the late, like it's been this late run, like later in the matches. He ain't been winning.
Nah, not at
He ain't
all.
been winning lately.
Not at all.
I
Yep.
ain't know it was 13. I ain't know it was 1,300 matches though.
Yeah. And despite him being a two-time Grand Slam champion, he still
Jeez,
got the most.
1,300 matches is a lot. Y'all, great brain buster. It only happened because I did a little
Process of elimination.
process
Shouldn't
elimination.
even be able to do all that, man. Get out
I
of here.
shouldn't because I supposed to have time. I cheated. If you ain't, I heard somebody say if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
Wait.
Listen. So, but anyway, y'all, look. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. Start with you, Storm. Final thoughts tonight.
The more and more we do this, the bigger and bigger we get. Is the way it's unfolding is so organic and beautiful that I can only, you know what I'm saying, give thanks. You know what I mean? This situation is a beautiful thing, and the people are realizing and recognizing the way we operate. And I'm glad that they are accepting how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm glad they get their laughs and had fun with all of this. But this started out as a seed, and now it's growing.
Mm.
And I got to be thankful that if I'm going to do this, it's the people that I'm related to that's sitting at the table with me to do it. So thanks for the 3,000 subscribers. We done broke 3,000.
Woo.
We can only go up from here. So Only thing that can stop us is us. So I'm glad to see how this is, perspiring or how it's progressing. So I
Dope.
only hope we keep rolling like we rolling. That's my only
Dope.
final thought.
Dope. Oh, great beard on one.
You know, last week at this time, we was all sitting at the same table for the first time in months. You know, and it was the show that we did last week. I'm not gonna say it could have been one of our best shows, but the fact that the four of us were there together, you know, giving people content, laughing. We had your boy Brandon sitting over there in the cut laughing, and it was just a culmination of what a I mean of the whole weekend. We had the photo shoot, and I'm just honored to be amongst you guys doing this here for something that started off as just an idea, and now it's just starting to just morph into something just so nasty. And I know Kerry know where that's from, but yeah, remember what time it is. But yeah, hey, listen, I
Fun.
appreciate you guys, man, and let's just keep moving forward.
Brain buster, producer. Final
Um,
thoughts.
I'm on the same lines as yeah, my other two hosts. I just think for something like this that's was in our chat for a long time, just us saying we should do it to just one day. I'm not gonna take a victory lap, but from one day, just me and being like, you know what? Let's pick a day. Let's just start with something. I think it's great, and for us to this growth in the engagement just over the past few days is just like, what is happening? Like, it was just a pose. Like, I'm not complaining at all, but I'm like, also just kind of like, my flabbers are gasted. Like, what is happening?
Mm.
And I really, really appreciate it. Like, I'm like, okay, let's keep this moving. Let's see where this goes with this, even with this batch of new subscribers. Like, y'all are engaging. Like, I am hyped about this. I'm ready to see where this is going. Like, I am, and I'm truly grateful. Like, like have found my tribe that I've had all along. Like, I don't have a lot of people to talk wrestling about. They look at me like I'm crazy. Like, you guys don't get me started. Like, I don't have anyone to talk to about this. So now
Yeah.
I can talk to my tribe that I have had my whole life.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the viewers for the support. And let's just keep it moving. Let's just see where this goes. You know?
Well, y'all, here's what I'll say, and then just good night to everybody. And the same as my cousin so eloquently put it together through their final thoughts. Mine is literally shout out to our individual immediate families that give us the space to do so. Because realistically, we do this every week. We see each other at least twice a week, which means it takes away time from family time. And I would definitely say thank you. That's my final thought, because without them, this wouldn't be where we are today. So, to everybody else's significant others and to everybody else's husbands and wives, thank you. Kids, thank you for allowing us to have this space to do what we love to do and entertain, to talk about what we love, which is wrestling, to share with each other's family, to see each other and talk with each other on a consistent basis, something that's keeping us together. And literally, it's helping us pray together. Because I'm a believer that a family that prays together stays together. So shout out to our family. Shout out to this Ring Report podcast. Shout out to the knowledgeable one, Old Gray Bearded one. brain buster herself. I am the moderator, the best WWE podcast in the world, The Ring Report. This has been us signing off. This has been a great one. We'll see you next week, y'all.